So, it's time for another set review. Hold on. It's time for another set review. As usual, I guess it's kind of usual now since I do this every time, but as usual, I start looking at the stuff that rotate out first. Also, there is the point that like that card, what's her face? What's the card called? Reefed Order. Yes, Reefed Order got nerfed. So Crystal was probably dead. So let's see what else dies in addition to Reefed Order and Crystal Rune. So these are the rotating stuff that's rotating out. Tablet. Not really play after it got nerfed. Dogger 1 is pretty useful in some decks actually. Like surprisingly saw a surprising amount of play, but not that much I guess. Gary was mostly a meme. The rest mostly meme cards, but of course the Guild Elise massive loss here. That's super strong for the entire time it was in rotation. Like basically at least one deck used this like at all times. So yeah, pretty big losses for some decks, especially Evil Haven loses this. It's huge because it's a massive healing thing. Dragon also loses this, is quite big because Dragon likes to ramp early game and then just use Guild Elise to heal back up as well, so that's big. Yeah, Guild Elise is a big loss here. Let's see what Forest. Most of these don't matter too much. Cruel is quite big of a lot. Actually, Cruel is massive. Cruel is a massive loss for Forest. It's basically their only actual real AoE clear, so pretty big for them. Congregant sometimes played in Thestia, but even Thestia doesn't run Congregant anymore, so I don't know. But I mean, card carried a few decks at some point in time, so pretty solid card. Loot package is gone now. Fell off super hard. Honestly, probably would have been nice to have along with the Barbaros package, but I guess we're losing loot, not too big of a deal. Rune basically doesn't lose anything as well. The only card here that really saw play is Belharia, even then like 1 or 2 copies at most, so... Oh, and I guess Illusory Conjuration saw play as well, but... Yeah, not much of a loss. The loss of Reef's Order is probably a much bigger loss than any of those. Control Force never had a chance. It had some chance as a meme. I mostly played Congregant. On Skype, when Skybound Dragons dropped and Evil Portal was still a terrible deck, I played it with Congregant. It was pretty fun. Dragon. Obviously Galamew is the biggest loss here by a wide margin. This card is so strong for clearing boards. This card is just broken, so... Well, not broken, but it's a very strong card, so this is definitely the biggest loss for Dragon here. This sees some play, but it's like fairly replaceable, I think. Motion Riser, pretty good, but fell off quite fast. And then Azeri Fruit sees some play like here and there, but not right now, and like there's enough strong cards that you don't really need Azeri Fruit anymore. But in the early days, this was your main board play. It was pretty nice. Abyss loses the entire Mo archetype, which is very sad for me. If you look at my... Oh wait, I probably should have done that. I can show you the... I can show you my Oh, that's not the right button. This one. And you can see I managed to get up to epic playing Mode Abyss, so it was definitely my pet deck for this format, so a bit sad to see it go, but you know, see it go we shall. Which one was it again? Harris. Otherwise, I guess Screaming and Loathing and Lurillanite Vulnering are big losses for mid-range, but presumably they'll get replacements. But yeah, the more archetype being gone is quite sad for me. Haven loses the Crest Staff, but the Crest Staff basically already rotated out before anyway. Lightning Faith is quite big of a loss though, since depending on what Haven gets, this might actually be quite important. Wing Lion Statues of decent loss for Haven as well. He surprisingly saw a lot of play right now, but I mean it's probably not that important, right? Porto loses basically nothing if you're not playing Destruction. It loses the Destruction package, but right now Porto, well, you can play Destruction, it's quite strong right now, but Porto is a perfectly viable deck that doesn't lose anything, so Porto might also be doing pretty good. So those are the main losses, I guess. Then get to the main meat of You get to the main meat and potatoes now, which is the new stuff. Magachio exchange ticket. Forest finally gets a leader. Pretty... She looks a bit younger than she did in the previous one. I don't know if it's my imagination, but she looks younger. And then we have Barbaros as well. You can see it in the bottom right there, on the bottom right of the screen over here. I'm gonna try to get Barbaros. I don't have good luck with tickets nowadays, so probably not gonna get it, but you know, I'll give it a go. And then you have the Simiel, and you have Isnadet versus Mytiliket. We'll talk about this name later, after we look at the new cards. Let's start with the neutrals, as usual. Oh my, I thought Zeral died. Activate at the end of the deck. At the end of the turn, if you've played cards with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, invoke this card, Fanfare, deal, and declare F4 you. And deal 9 damage. And it has Intimidate. I mean, it combos with the Azvaldt thing, right? If you activate both of these at the same time, you play the Azvaldt, and then you play this amulet, and then you invoke Azvaldt. Barbaros VA is Yuki Aoi, yeah. Been that way since years ago when I first started this channel. Fun fact, if you don't know, the first video ever uploaded on this channel is from Azvaldt as well, so we've gone full circle here. Seems like a meme. If this combos well with Azvaldt, you can actually summon like a very disgusting board, but then it just dies to Bahamut, I guess. But you know, it's there. Seems like a meme though. Azvaldt Penitentiary of Chaos, this card also seems like a meme. But you've probably heard talks about it, and if you haven't, I'll be the first to tell you. If you run this in Haven, you can OTK. Doesn't even clear urns. Yeah. This is an OTK card. You use this to summon... You can use it to summon True at a 5-5. You can summon a Regal Falcon at a... You can use it to summon Holy Falcon at 5-5 and Regal Falcon at... I think 7-7. And then you Super Evo, it's 20 damage Storm. So you're not actually meant to activate it by base cost, by this like effect. You put this amulet, and then next time you just drop Lion Tough. Lion Tough clears wards while popping this amulet for you, and then you Super Evolve and just punch face for lethal. Surely it's not gonna be good, right? I mean, the problem with that deck is either you don't run Candima or you don't run you can only run 4 different followers that aren't Lion Tough, right? So you have to plan in order to make it work. But yeah, you either cut the Prostrating Coward or you cut Candima for this deck, but it might work. We shall see. Warden of Selflessness. This was Magachio. This was a forest card back in the day, but let's see if it's not what it does now. Add Jailer of Antiquity to your hand. Deal X damage to random enemy. To 2 random enemy followed. X number of neutral cards in your hand. We're playing neutral. We're playing a neutral, whatever now. One off in Amulet, you can... I'm not sure if you're playing like a standard Amulet, I'm not sure you are running enough, like, I'm not sure if there's a reason to run this card, but if you are playing the OTK version, if anything, I would say you build the OTK version and then you adjust the OTK list in order to make it so that you can play with Amulet as well. But who knows? This card looks bad, I think. Like, if you run a lot of neutral cards, you don't really want to run a lot of neutral cards. I don't think you do, at least. And then Evolve require 1 play point, which is like quite pointless. What does Straight Up Antiquity do? Oh, I see. You evolve 1 play point to accelerate this guy. 6/6 Fanfare, deal an enemy follower on the field and deal 6 damage due to the random unselected enemy follower. Doesn't look that good. Not that bad, doesn't look that good either. it's just like decent in Take 2, I guess. I wouldn't see you playing this in Constructed. Blade Angel. Then first select 2 other ally foils on the field and give them set +3/+3. Wonderland next set. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past them. If you look at the way they are structuring their sets, all of the sets so far are one or two things. Every set so far is either nostalgia bait or like a new like conceptual like story like Anathemas, right? And they're kind of running out of nostalgia bait. They've already run the Ultimate Colosseum Heroes. They've run Omens, they've run Azvaldt, they've run the tarot cards. They've run the OG characters with like in the first set. They have like what, Princess Connect? And then Wonderland Dreams maybe is their next nostalgia bait that they're going for. Anyway, this looks, I mean, maybe it's playable. Like a one-off in like weird temple forest deck or something with the ambushes. Might work, probably not work. You play it with a Quick Blader, it's pretty funny. That's about it. Yeah, looks like mediocre at best, quite bad in general. Initiation of... Oh, wait, actually you can use this to buff Bazaraga. Wait, you can use this to buff Bazaraga and the Ghost or something if you're playing mid-range Abyss. Take 2 card? Are you talking about Blade Angel or Jailer? Because Blade Angel is not a Take 2 card, I would say. I don't think you can even play it in Take 2. Because there's nothing to buff in Take 2. You want stuff that can answer your opponent's board, I would think, not buff your own followers and like hoping that they exist. Add Copper random allied foe, destroy this match with the highest base cost to your deck without revealing. Draw a card. What can this do? I don't know, I can't think of anything that this would do for you yet. You can put Sandalphon back in the deck, that's pretty funny, I guess. Maybe I was meant to put... I guess you're meant to put Zerael back, but like... Even then, what's the point? I mean, it keeps invoking, it's a 9/9 Intimidate you can keep invoking over and over again. Maybe it's not that stupid, but I mean, it's pretty stupid. Yeah. I suspected neutral cards aren't too crazy. This one has potential, that's about it, I would say. But that could change. Alright, it's time for the forest cards. Okay, let's start with Magachio. Who has, ooh, that's a really nice looking art, holy crap. Fanfare, select enemy follower on the field, deal it 4 damage. Combo 3, deal 3 damage to all. And you give this follower Storm. Isn't this quite... This is quite good, isn't it? Combo 3, 4 damage AoE. Like, even if you ignore the Storm, isn't this just quite good? Like, with the Fanfare alone. We just lost Cruel, right? So I guess this is the replacement, but it's not as good as Cruel, though. But this does combo well with everyone's best friend, Theste. Combos well with Theste, so that's nice. We don't need more. If only there's a tutor. Yeah, they all lost the convict trait, right? The condemned trait. Still no Theste tutor. We'll never get one. If they kept original Magachio, this would go crazy if Theste, but you know. That's too much to hope for, maybe. That looks good. Alright, let's see. Hien. All the Anathemas, I mean, all the Enforcers lost their names, and then our Revenants, I guess. Redolent Resident. I mean, they lost their like monster form. Whenever you play a card, you just cost in of this card by 1 until the end of the turn. Oh, then the Milkman, yeah. R is crazy on this one. They nerfed him. They nerfed him. Now he gets banished or transformed. Oh, I guess the old one gets transformed anyway, but they nerfed him. It's actually quite strong, solid in tempo. Like if your opponent doesn't run an answer to this, it's like Vazaraga levels of annoying, right? People might actually have to run tech against this. Like it works well with the tempo cards, because all the tempo cards buff your stuff. You can just keep buffing this and punching in the face. And it's not even that hard to land because it has a fanfare that actually answers bar as well. I don't know how realistic it is to like... That's a lot of combo though. That's like a lot of combo to get through to play him. You have 3 of these in hand and spam it can be fun. Yeah. It's got potential, I agree. Tempo Teste looks interesting actually. I don't know if it's good, but it looks interesting. Milkman seems decent thanks to 0 cost heal from other legend. Wait, what other? Oh, the Eltwood. Oh yeah, you can use the Eltwood to stock up on the Deepwood, whatever the hell that spell is called. The best counter for this? The best counter for this is Sincerity of the Dewdrop. You're welcome. Sincerity clears it every class. Wait, Titana rotated out, so Forest doesn't have an answer for this if you're not running the 6 cost. So Forest has no answer. Besides Bahamut or the 6 cost Ilambrita, that's her name. Or the 5 cost spell that banishes as well. Sword has Unke. Rune has... I don't think has anything in particular. Yeah, but this thing can be annoying if you don't like, if you're not prepared for it. It has potential. Activates in hand at the end of your turn. Combo tree. Reduce the cost of this card by 1. Don't let any fallen field destroy draw card. So this is the dirt runes. This is the dirt rune spell, but for combo instead. I mean, it's not. It's like not bad, but the problem with this combo 3 Testia archetype is you really don't want to play spells. The more spells you run in your deck, the worse your top deck gets after you get Testia active. On paper, it's a good card. I'm just worried that if you run too many spells, your Testia just becomes like a dud after you activate it. Spirit Lieutenant. Combo tree, draw 2 cards. Alright, looks strong already. This is premium Testia. This is premium Testia support. It actually like draws cards. Let ally fall on the field and give it +1/+1 and rush. Looks good. Burden to Ring Kindred. Oh, another Whitby Boot bounty source. Select a mode. Oh, we're getting mode. It's better for this deck than Dirt. Maybe. I'm just worried about the... Yeah, I'm just worried about the spell. Like, otherwise it looks pretty solid. It's just the spell part that bothers me a little bit. Select a mode to activate combo tree. Activate all of them instead. Deal 4 damage to any follower. Add the Wood Bounty and a Fairy to your hand. This is good. I think. It's great early game. Maybe the scaling of the late game isn't too amazing, but it's not that bad. Have to activate combo, right? This is guaranteed. This is one card tree combo, which is quite solid actually. Even without the combo part, like even without activating combo tree, this is one card combo tree by itself, which is quite solid, I think. Primate Plotters. Select an exact copy of a random card in your opponent's hand without free. This is a meme card. Wait, this is great. Just steal your opponent's cards. You can do it twice. This card is bad, but it's funny, so I like it. Thief Shadow Assassin. Add Fairy to your hand, combo tree, give it Bane. Isn't this quite good as well? This is really efficient removal. Like stupidly efficient removal, isn't it? Doesn't even cost an evil point, like you just combo tree, you get it for free. I think this is good. Trap in the woods. And the enemy followers enter field. Oh, they brought back kill command. This is Dragon's Bane of this is the Bane of Dragon's existence. You can ruin so many decks with you can ruin so many people's lives with this card. This you don't know if you prefer over other two costs. I mean, yeah, that's true. Like if you're playing tempo, maybe it gets in the way, right? Okay, not playing tempo, maybe it's fine. You can use this to kill so many important things. You can kill Burnout, you can kill Urns. You can kill... I was gonna say you can kill Kalgadentla, but that's not really true. Because no one's gonna play Kalgadentla anymore, right? You can kill Mars with this. You can kill Verdelia and Castell. Basically, you can kill things with evil effects. You can kill Storm followers and evil effects that cost a lot. You can kill Radiel. I was trying not to spoil myself, but I simply opened Reddit and I saw what Radiel is, so I sort of know what Radiel is. You can kill Radiel with this. There's interaction as well, which is amazing. That's working for you. Was it not working earlier? You can kill Asher and Dryzen as well, that's true. If Sandy invoke, no, I don't think it will. I think Sandalphon should bounce itself before this wait, actually. Yeah, I think Sandalphon bounces itself before this activates. So Sandalphon should dodge this, I'm pretty sure. A 3PP Steel Monkey is technically a 3PP that draws 2. Yeah, but that's not that good. Plus, if you're running a Testea deck, it doesn't draw your buff followers, it takes your opponent's followers. I'm pretty sure Sandalphon should dodge this, but you can try it. Is there an FAQ? Don't they have like an FAQ? Somewhere? In the deck portal. Nope, it doesn't answer the invoke question. But I'm pretty sure Sandalphon will dodge this. You can test it out if you when it calls live tomorrow. Not indestructible is so funny. If this was indestructible, it would be the best card in the game. Jungle Youth. I didn't even see the kid, I just saw the gorilla, I was like, how is that a youth? Maybe just... garbage. Wait. Old? Surely it's garbage, right? There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. I refuse to believe it. Initiate. How much we draw a card? Rush. Decent? I give it a decent. Okay. So Forest got Thestia support. No Bane, yeah, no Bane. Yeah, if you combo 3 draw a card, gain Bane, then it would be like very strong, but I mean the Bane is here, right? I always like seeing Thestia support because Thestia is such a pretty looking card that it's such a shame she doesn't see any play at all. Does it make the deck good? Let's not worry about that too much. Let's not worry about that too much. Like Hunter Seeker from Hearthstone's trap card, yeah. I think they've only done this one other time, right? Is Eric? Well, no, Forest used to have a Licorice as well. Right? The one that gives your leader effect that kills the follower when you play it. That was pretty funny as well. But you place on turn 3, opponent can't play Thestia. This is messed up. There's a Thestia counter. I mean, Forest got interesting card. I don't know if it's that good though. I don't know if it's that good. I'm gonna save Sword for last since it's Barbaros. Normally I don't bother, but this is Barbaros. I'll save Sword for last. Looks viable. I don't know if it's like better than just running like the same Temple Evil Forest that we've all been running. We'll let Dian cook on this one. Dian will save Forest Society as he always does. Oops, skip. Alright, Rune. Oh, we saw Sephi on stream already. This card looks quite interesting. They super nerf Sephi. Agachio being a Bawa store helps a lot. People underestimate Thestia. Yeah, Thestia hasn't had a track record that makes people estimate her. Since the start of the part for Thestia, let's see if they keep going with it or not. Super Evoking Crest, one thing one now. Like, this is just a 5/5 storm every turn. Who costs 5/5 storm every turn? I mean, it's not bad. It's pretty good, isn't it? Like, this is just quite consistent damage. Guild Elise is gone now, so there's like much less healing in the format than there used to be. So this storm every turn kind of adds up. Just Stump Thestia and all in on Hien. Yeah, opponent plays Bahamut in your top left. Hien plus Elfheimer. That is... Yeah, but like, after you kill Hien, he loses the war, which is a bit lame. That's the only thing. Cause he doesn't summon a copy of itself, it summons another Hien, which means that it's at 4/4 base stats again. Oh, remember how Wimaya was in the old games? Back in the old days, Wimaya went hard. If Gil hadn't rotated, it'll be 15 damage, 10/10. I mean, you can pair this with what's her face? Oh, you can't pair it with Tetra, I guess. It's a bit hard to pair it with Tetra. 10 PP, you can do it. 20 damage OTK. The fact that, I mean, it's a 2/2, like, at worst it's a 2/2 Rapture is not that bad, but it doesn't draw anymore, so like, they sort of nerfed this test subject quite a bit. Of course, this has a lot of decent cards, but no win con. The win con is Thestia. That's the win con. So, have we decided how to call what we call this card? Like, you look at it and it's Phylene, right? But then there's already a Phylene, so like... Villain? This seems more like Phylene than the other Phylene, so maybe I have to rethink what to name the old Phylene. Bane Ward Aura. This is great. This is great to pair with Ginger. Apheline. It's called Simiel. He loses to the Storm, which is great. Losing the Storm is very... I think we're all happy that it doesn't have Storm anymore, but the aura is annoying. Call her by her dead name, Simiel. I mean, Spellboost is... It's probably better to run this than Flame Destroyer at the very least. This card's quite... It's actually surprisingly annoying though. The aura makes it really annoying. 4/6 stats is a lot for an aura card. Italian F and PH are quite different, so no problem with the name. The restrictions of the English phonetics, I guess. Looks pretty solid though. I mean, like, isn't Spellboost like the best rune deck now that Crystal they took Crystal out deck and shot it? Like, that was probably the best rune deck now, so I'm assuming this is quite strong. This is cool. Obsidian Raven is such a cool name for a card. It's not even a Raven. It's just Sephi. Dies to Unholy Vessel. Everything dies to Unholy Vessel. That's not really... If you can force your opponent to... 6 damage AoE is not that uncommon. Like, I mean, like, yeah, but you're like sort of making your opponent spend on turn doing that. I think this is quite annoying actually. Come on, attack subject, do this 2 times. 7 damage to random enemy forward twice. It's a weapon name. She has a weapon name? Oh. I should have studied out on my Azvaldt lore before I came here. Now I look like a fool. I mean, the 7 damage twice is quite good. It clears a lot of things. This clears a lot of very annoying things. Especially since Sephi can't transform anymore. Remember Sephi could transform things? Those were the days. Pretty solid clear. Fuse cards. Fanfare, draw 2 cards, summon a set subject. Super evolve if you fuse, select, give it drain. All the ghost powers are their weapons, yeah. I noticed that with the sword. Her weapon is just incense, that's great. 10 out of 10. Except in Abyss. Abyss is always gonna be the exception until the end of time. Very sad life for Abyss. Yeah, the golds are their follower, that's their individual groupie and their weapon or power or whatever, I guess, right? I did not know that they had like official names. That's... Yeah, I did not know they had official names, but yeah, we'll get there. They nerfed... Well, of course they had to nerf this. I mean, draw 5, I draw 2, but 5? I'm on test subject. Can drain 5, which is quite good. Like 5 cost drain 5, but super evil. I mean, I guess Giln Elise is used. Wait, Storm Drain? Oh, you can't... Wait, Storm Drain. You can use this to give your Storm test subject drain. Quite expensive. Now you can now your rune players can feel what we feel playing the stupid medic. I hate the metronomic medic. Azvaldt Law is one of the best. Yeah, Azvaldt Law is really good. You all can know how it feels to play stupid metro. I don't know if anyone else thinks this, but I absolutely hate metronomic medic. I'm like, I fully believe metronomic medic is a shit card that we only play because we don't have a better card drawer to insort it. This is my hill that I'm willing to. Well, I don't know if I'm willing to die on the hill, but this is my hill. This is my hill. Metronomic medic is a bad card we only play because we need the card draw. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This card looks like you're probably playing it. 2 S-Evo, 1 for Sephi and other for this. Yeah, the S-Evo, the Super Evolve economy isn't great, is it? Super evolving this for I guess it's like Gilnalese if you think about it that way. It's kind of like Gilnalese, right? Not really, but like kind of. Yeah, this looks... I mean, if you're playing the deck, I'm probably playing this anyway. You really need the test subject names. Summon an obsessed test subject. The fuse effect feels so tacked on. Little bit, yeah, you're not wrong there. Summon a test subject, give it +1/+0, and an obsessive test subject to your hand and give it +1/+0. And sure you see cut 2 copies of more and more. Personally, you rather run News Evil and the News Hound. Yeah, I like News Hound, but the problem this is off topic. The problem with Sword is that there's so many super evolved targets. I really like it feels kind of bad to sink it on card draw. We run this in Earth, right? Wait, this or this? Humane love. This card is. The art is kind of messed up actually. Now that I look at it, this artwork is so messed up. It's like nice, but it's messed up. We are like a little over 1 year in the game and Rune has already gotten 2 different characters thematically turning things into monsters. I mean, this one's a bit more Full Metal Alchemist than the other one, I guess, but... Rune has already gotten 2 monster-based archetypes. Not archetypes, but like character themes, I guess. I mean, this is quite good. It's 5 cost for 2 3/2 rushes. It's a Zeta bait that can scale into the late game for board clear and for Storm. It's pretty decent. If you just have to draw Safi, right? You saw a JP player posting a sword deck with all the new cards and just wants Olivia. I've been trying to avoid spoilers, so I haven't looked around too much. I see some things here and there just by accident, but I try not to look around too much, you know. Noble Philosopher, Fanfare, return your hand to your deck. For X cards, X number of cards you returned. The Safi archetype is strange, it looks like a half mid-range deck. That's what it kind of was like back in the day. Except that back in the day it could OTK, so that was that, but... I think the 5 Storm will really add up if you manage to get it on curve. Like, it just adds up like to a lot of damage. Random card, yeah, this is like a neutral card, honestly. If this was neutral, I think it will actually see some play somewhere, but I don't think Rune needs to play this. I guess if you're really desperate to draw Calcadentla, but that's not really how it works. Like, Spellboost can't play this because you're returning your Spellboost cards back into your deck. Yeah, playing Safi this is a -1. Like I mentioned, Climb Wannabe, yeah. Like, I guess if you really want to find Safi, you can play this, but probably not. Like, you can just play Lyria, right? It's... Three cost 2/3 do nothing is like... It's not the best tempo play. Head breaking again? Is there problems? I don't think there's any problems on my end, so I'm not sure. Alright, so one of the bronzes. I will look at the bronzes later. Enamored Researcher. Oh, this is the Enhanced 4 guy. I want 2 test subjects. Wait. Yeah, this will be strong in Kukishiro, that's true. Lyra messes up the reanimate. Wait, there's a reanimate? Oh, from the 2-cost spell, that reanimate. Gonna use wheels to get more test subjects. Do you need to? Maybe you need to. The Rune Legendary that buffs the hand on draw. Alright, back to this. Summon 2 test subjects. Enhance 8, summon 3 instead, give them Lord. You can summon 3 5. Evolve he still gives Bane. Isn't this good though? Like it scales quite low. Like even late game is not that bad. Like it's not amazing, but late game this is our enhanced 8 to summon 3/5/5 with Rush and Ward. But one of them probably has Storm, but it's not bad. I mean, insane. It does look good. I agree with that. Also, the art is much better now. It looks much more insane. Yeah, he does look insane, like in the art. This card is a meme card. This card art is the meme card. This is 4 PP, 5/5 stats, 4 rush damage, and advances the quest. Yeah, and it turns into like 2 5/5s at some point as well. Eight PP sham mode. This card is bad, I think. Then again, is this good spell boost value actually? Is this secretly good spell boost value? This do not get -4 on Sephi. Oh yeah, Sephi takes spells now. It does take spells now. Even for that and the redraw girl. Shuffling Truth summons into your deck is a bit meh. The golems have 1 PP, yeah, this doesn't get with her reanimate, right? I guess it's good for Sephi. Maybe this is good spell boost value as well. I'm not really sure about that though. Remains to be seen. Key Spirit. Yeah, I guess you'd probably play it in Sephi. It's free Sephi food. Select enemy follow on the field and deal it 7 damage. You 4 damage to the enemy leader. It's funny if used further. Yeah, it even has a Sephi art. Sorry, like no one will notice you're not playing a Sephi. Like if it's thematically in the Sephi deck. Evolve, select a card in your hand with on spell boost and spell boost it 4 times. This kind of grow, like seems too slow for spell boost. Like this is really like this is not what you be doing. I don't think this is what you want to be doing in the late game with spell boost. And then you can run test subject. Obviously good. Okay, the Sephi package honestly doesn't look that bad. There are all kinds of ways to make Sephi do better things. Like you can use Linko to lower your max health so that the storms actually hit much harder. Or you can just run Tetra as a finisher after you kill people with Sephi. I mean, I think there's potential. It's definitely nowhere near as strong as Sephi was originally. Because she just summoned a boy of 5/5 and give them all storm, you can kill your opponent. That was funny, but I mean, rules cards are pretty strong. I would say this is good for spell boost. This like could be good for spell boost. But otherwise, most of this is focused on supporting Sephi, which seems decent. How do you think you adapted it? You mean how do you think they adapted Sephi? I mean, like obviously they can't give us original Sephi. That would be more like completely broken. I think this part that doesn't take that takes all card accepts followers is a bit lame. But otherwise, I think they did a good job of keeping the theme of Sephi's test subjects without going overboard. And even though like One of the previous strengths of previous like OG Sephi was that you could run a large lot of useful tech cards. Because you get a trash can, you can just throw them into if you didn't need them. You can run stuff like Olivia in this deck and it's actually quite strong. Well, at least I think it would be quite solid to run Olivia and this stuff like Olivia in this deck. You just fuse it if you don't need it and stuff like that, right? And for spell booster, it's probably quite good. It's good that they dedicated most of the entire set to supporting Sephi. The only question is how easy it is to draw Sephi and advance the test subject count. Because there isn't a condemned search in this deck, unlike with original Sephi, right? That's the only, I guess, problem with it. Okay, pretty decent job. Overall, I feel like so far they've done like a pretty decent job of keeping the original Azvaldt while balancing it for the new game. Alright, it's time for Dragon. You can go hammer Ollie and Baha and run the funny 6-7 to clear any board. Ever. Oh right, they didn't nerf the 6-7, did they? Ah. Please no OG Drazael. You see, the thing is, I thought they wouldn't print OG Drazael, but the... Okay. This is a bit of a stupid side tangent, but just bear with me on this one. When they first revealed it in the trailer, they showed the original enforcers, like, they're breaking out and turning into, like, the original people that they were, right? At first, I didn't really think it was that good, because, like... Well, not that I didn't think that good. I just personally didn't like it that much because I sort of enjoyed like the whole like human versus like this like inhuman embodiment of their sin, I guess they're supposed to be. So then at first I thought that, then I thought, okay, the sets in this game are smaller, so maybe the thing they're doing is to turn the enforcers back into humans so they can like sort of be synergistic with the rest of the convicts synergy, right? Because we have less cards in per set now, so they have to print more synergy to make sure that the decks work. But then it turns out they just kept their original like enforcer abilities for the most part, so like what was the point of that? Anyway, that was my stupid rant. Let's get the cards now. Alright, Anti-Maria. Of course she has Storm, of course she has Ignore Ward. Wait, Rush. If an allied follower attacked a leader on your... They're all in. They just refuse to let Dragon do anything besides punch face. To make them marketable, yeah, probably. But Kirazael got nerfed a bit. Waiting so much for the mini set. I don't think we've... Actual Storm Slot Dragon cards that attack your own leader when... We got Vengeance, so it's only a matter of time. One Storm per Dragon. More accurate. Actual Storm synergy, no Drain. Yeah, they nerfed the Drain. The Drain would have been very strong though. Is there a Storm that goes before this? Like turn 6 Storm? Maybe this? Oh, this doesn't Storm. I mean, it's funny though. It makes it really hard for you to not hit the... Yeah, they just keep giving Dragon Storm. I'm sick of playing. Like, can they give Dragon new things to play so I don't have to play against the same Dragon deck over and over again? I don't even think this is that good, like, honestly. Like, no what's good, but like... This is... Yeah, I don't even think this is that good, honestly. I think Sakatsumatsu is probably like marginally better than this. How do you feel about the set? I haven't looked at the whole set yet, so... The silver and bronze and the one for the cheap one, Storm. We'll look at that later. Alright, you can... Magdala. But you can't even turn her back... You can't even turn her back into Drazael? Maybe that's for the best. Select a mode to activate. Draw a card. Restore 3 damage to the leader. Give all enemies followed in the field -0, -4. Ward. Okay, this super nerfed Raziel. It nerfed Raziel super hard. I'm on board with this. We also anything never be anything but Ramstorm. Maybe one day. I mean, the only other dragon deck that has existed is Fanny, Calcutus, Mirabane, OTK, so you read half of these and already not excited for the set. I mean, good cards still, yeah. I mean, Dragon really needs board clear. It's not that Galamio is gone, so I guess this is the board clear. The Evo is the armored version? Nope. Nope, it's all the waifu. It's all Norm Magdala. Or it's all Norm MacDonald. U3 is very... I guess it's solid. I'm not that impressed. I mean, after the horror that was OG Draziel, it's very hard to be impressed by it. It's very hard to be impressed anymore, I think. Marine, this card had enough that interesting entity but lasted exactly one set. Yeah. Artiglio, deal 3 damage split among all enemy followers. If an ally follower attacks a leader on your last turn, deal 6 damage instead. It's not bad, but like Crest Petal is just broken, I think. This card makes me want to say that Crest Petal is broken. Yeah, I think Crest Petal is just too good. It's like okay. Wait for Marine Castle to see true horrors. Remember we had Dragon Queen's Castle that just replay all your fanfares? That was funny. Do this one time. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy follower. If an ally follower attack a leader on your last turn, do it 2 times. This seems really hard to play. There's like not... Is there enough storms to like make this consistent? And then evolve somewhere another one. Oh, it summons this. Oh, this thing has storm. Okay. Okay, understandable. Not bad if you can keep the storm pattern going up, but yeah, it's not. If the Ultra dies to Wardhaven. Wardhaven Ultra died already, so like maybe. Weird mid-range. It feels like it wants to be an aggro deck. Maybe? I don't know. This archetype is designed like Dragon has the Abyss 1 drops. We'll look at those. It doesn't have ramp anymore. Who? Wait, who? These cards didn't have ramp before. Oh, the Marauder. Yeah, and now she's just Storm. Like, it's okay, I guess. It's not amazing, but it's not that bad. Evolve to deal 2 damage face. And like, maintain your storm count. There's no time to play ramp with this deck, is there? Dragon has full vengeance. Yeah. Is there just no time to ramp in this deck? This is one of those decks that just doesn't play ramp. Like 2 cards in your hand, discard them. Deal 3 damage to an enemy follower and the enemy leader. Cool. There's no cards to discard though. We lost the token generator. I guess you can discard Vordelai and stuff like that, right? It's just discard cards. I mean, okay, you pair it with Vordelai is kind of annoying. Like 5 damage face. You pair it with Vordelai. Doesn't even work this mechanic, yeah, cause it's like effect damage, not face damage. Dragonfolk Butler, 8 cost 6/9. Haha, funny number again. Then Fairy Slot treat your leader, recover 3 play points. Evolve to that F1 with you and give it +3/+3. Super Garble. With the Blossoming Fate 3 drop for fodder. Yubei. I guess you can spend an evil point on Yubei. Looks bad. This looks like decent. Worst case, it clears board, like you can trade. Oh, but if you trade, it doesn't get any of the bonus effects. That's kind of stupid. Drickwell's Tantrum, summon a Fire Drickwell, enhance 300 enemy follower. Okay, combo it with a Storm, but that seems rare. You can combo with the High Spirited Marauder and Storm for a whopping 4 or 5. Random cards, yeah. This is to summon the Intimidator so you can keep hitting face with this so that you can keep activating the cards. It's actually not that stupid. Yeah, it's for the Intimidator so you can keep hitting face to activate your stuff. Not that bad. Cave Dragon 5/5/3. If you're in Overflow, evolve this follower. Ambush. This card is a monstrosity and I don't like it. I think it's usually bad, like 90% of the time this card is bad. But the 10% of the time you lose to this card, you just want to punch someone's face in. Like, this card is bad. Ripperclaw Thief, this card is quite solid, actually. It basically works the same way, but except that you need the condition to hit face with Storm. It combos with the 8 cost. True. I mean, this is good. Like, it's just good. Like, if you're playing this stupid archetype, I guess you're playing it. I don't know if it's better than Ramp, though. I'm not sure if it's better than just playing Ramp. Okay, it looks like they've cemented Dragon's place as go face the class. So I guess that's what we're dealing with. Raziel got nerfed, it's still like decent, like you can clear board with it and stuff, so it's not that bad. Doesn't even clear a Cesar, which is kind of sad, I guess. That's about Ramp lost Galmia. But like this deck, this deck is like such a meme. I don't know if it's gonna be good. Like you just hit face, which allows you to hit face again, which allows you to hit face again, which allows you to hit face again, and so on and so forth, right? Like, I guess if this is good, then good for the Dragon mains, I guess, but it doesn't look very promising to me at this point, at least. Yeah, because here there's something about this looks questionably fraudulent, yeah. It'll be funny if this ends up being like the disdain package, only the Lego gets used. I'm not even convinced Antimaria like sees like that much play. Remember we all thought that Antimaria looked broken as hell and then no one played it? That was funny. Haven stuff made me sad as a Haven main, I'll get it later. But now it's Abyss. It's cause Amulet is real and I'm not sure if I play... It's called Amulet or Haven. We'll look at the Haven after we look at Abyss. Gyaradeath versus Zeth. Let's see. Oh, of course there is no Sanguine. And of course he has Storm. Of course he has Storm. This is your replacement for Rule 9 Vulnerate. Wait, this Storm is for 11 damage. At the end of the turn, if you're... Oh, I guess they do have some synergy. We can play around Gyaradeath now instead of Vengeance. You can give this ward and clear board, or you can give this storm and punch your opponent for 8. This mode would be so fine. This mode will be broken as another mode card after deleting a scam. It's probably specifically because they're waiting for Shan to rotate out before printing something like this. If the hit face by activating, yeah, I'm aware. They steal the dragon mechanic. Even without this counter is really good. Yeah, it does look quite strong in Vengeance, but this is make your own vengeance. Aren't like a lot of the self-ping cards rotated out right now? I mean, this looks pretty strong. The fact that it storms for 11 is already like quite solid. You have 3 of these in hand, they cost 3 each, and you hit 24 face storm. Sure, in Disneyland maybe. If you have 3 of these in hand that cost 3, your opponent deserves to lose at that point. Unfair, do this 3 times, reanimate 2, deal 2 damage to all of enemy followers. Just comeuppance, not vengeance. Super Evolved gain Crest, Instant Death versus Mirrorwell, or Mythilicat. At the end of your turn, if there's an allied card on the field with last words, destroy random allied card with last words and a random enemy follower. No, that's too stupid, surely. That's surely too stupid, right? Where's Barrel Ride? Yeah, I was looking for the Barrel Ride, but no Barrel Ride. But you can kill your own Vazaraga and take 2 damage. I figured out the tech. You kill your own Vazaraga and you do yourself 2 damage, so you can get yourself to 12 or less, and then reduce this by 1. It's simple, it's genius. The devs are geniuses. Why Vazaraga is as evil? Then you cry, I guess. I don't know. That's a joke, by the way. Like, just to be clear, that's like not real. That's just a stupid joke, but you know. Anyhow, turn. I mean, the crest is like constant removal. You will never have to worry about Intimidate again, I guess. It's too bad this doesn't have last words on it. If this had last word on it, it would be funny. Support for both Blood and Shadow. I don't know how useful the crest is, but there's probably a way to make it really good and the fanfare is okay. You can use this to... Super Evolve a Last Words follower, I guess. That's pretty cute. You can use it to board lock as well. Like, you put a Last Words follower on the field, they both die, and you can... Oh, not board lock. You can use it for denying drain targets. I guess that's pretty cute. The heart removal isn't bad. Reanimate 2 3 times is quite a lot of reanimate 2s. I don't know what deck plays this. I guess mid-range can maybe play this. It's a lot of shadows. You can use it to activate you can use it to accelerate activating Theras, I guess. A lot of shadows. Especially you reanimate stuff like Raz. You reanimate 3 Raz with this. Like, that's like 7 shadows. That's pretty funny. 7 shadows! No. The crest is nice. I don't think it starts a new deck, but it's good. Like, I'm probably just playing mid-range, I guess. The crest always lie cost me 2 cost the last one. Yeah, it does look like it's pretty consistent. I said to keep more zombies on the Mac turn. True. It's just support for mid-range, I guess. I mean, more bot vomit is quite good for mid-range, because like this is a genuine threat, because if you leave stuff on bot, you just super evil other Hime and blow your opponent's face up. Anti-synergy with mid-range. You can kill Cave Dragon with this. Wait, now you're cooking. Now you're cooking. It's... Anti-synergy with other Hime buff. Maybe. Can destroy Amulet too, yeah. Is there the amulet? There's not that many amulets to destroy right now, is there? There's like Azvaldt and that's about it. Reaper's Dew. Select an ally follow on the field and give it last word, summon a copy of this card. Okay, I saw the synergy of this. You play this on Armis. You play this on Armis and your opponent just like dies. They have to clear 2 Armis in 1 turn. Or else they die. Maybe that's the win con. Maybe the win con is just to play this on Armis. And die to Bahamut. We don't talk about that. Play designation hanging. Don't worry about those. You just ignore all the inconvenient stuff. This looks crazy, you know. That's how it works. It's the ultimate hand check. You get armors with Azvaldt. That's true. You can get armors with Azvaldt. But that's all your super evils gone though, so maybe that's not that that's not that good maybe. Rampaging Commander. The combo is only possible with Lucky Ebb and Flow or Ceres Necro 20. That's why you have Instant Net to accelerate your shadow count. Think. I'm still hard to clear, yeah. Imagine having to clear 2. You can use Illumerita, but we don't talk about Illumerita. Rampaging Commander, do 3 damage to all enemy followers, do 3 damage to both leaders. Super Evolve, draw 2 cards, do 1 damage to both leaders. This seems not amazing. 3 seems a bit weak for 6 cost. Not very impressed. By the way, I'm just now realizing this, but don't like most of these like new cards just die to Cesar? Am I imagining things, or like do most of these new cards just get bodied by Cesar anyway? I'm not crazy, right? The gold steamrolling tank got gutted, he is no longer part of the package. This should have been a normal evil. I guess, maybe. I think the numbers might have been better off being better. And also not dealing 4 damage to your own face seems productive. He died to himself. Or if your opponent, I guess if your opponent like plays it. Yeah, I guess. Wait. Oh yeah, they I guess had to remove some of the followers, didn't they? Chains of the Past. Do this 1 time. Deal 3 damage to random enemy follower. Deal 1 damage to both leaders. And henceforth, do it 2 times instead. Illumerita has 2 countdowns so you can abuse the drop armors. This person's cooking over here. This is actually like not bad. It's not bad, it's like it clears bot while hitting yourself in the face. I guess for this. Rough support for a keyword. Support for a keyword that doesn't exist. How beautiful. I mean, it's not bad. They've been enhanced tree. The devs are really happy with enhanced 4 right now. They like to have enhanced 4s. Sparkly Demoness. Let any fall on the field, destroy it. Deal 2 damage to the enemy leader. Take 2. Colonel. Crystallize 2 counter 4, summon a Void Colonel. Last words. Destroy an enemy follower. Restore 2 defense to your leader. So they nerf Colonel. Need more cards for this archetype. Yeah, Abyss is the only class running 2 archetypes here, right? Every other class, like, they get 1 archetype. They like just build around 1 archetype. Abyss is out here playing 2 archetypes for some reason. And they still get filler cards even. Abyss has 2 archetypes and they're still playing filler cards. Aggro Vision, Aggro Abyss meta. Yeah, there's no Guild Unleashed anymore, right? Aggro Abyss can go kind of hard, actually. Doesn't even lose anything. It loses... Yeah, it doesn't lose anything. Wait, Aggro Abyss maybe. Aggro Abyss maybe. Actually? Actually kind of true. Yeah, this crystallized for the Istandet. I mean, far cry from what Istandet used to do, but I think this is more balanced. Dragon? Dragon got 1 archetype. It got the hit face archetype. You know, the same archetype it's been getting for the past, like, 8 sets. It loses Rule 9 Vulneric by the other Storms. I mean, this is just the new Rule 9 Vulneric. Spooky Surprise. Summon a ghost and a rotting zombie. Surprisingly annoying card, but I don't know if it's that good. Last word. Summon a Netherworld Lieutenant. Give it +1 and rush. And remove last words from it. Wait, you only get the rush after you... This is such a letdown. Yeah. Tends to do that, I guess. Occasionally they get banger sets. Like Anathema for Abyss was amazing. Two in one, like usually you get the rush hit and then you summon the follower, not you die first and then get the rush. That seems a bit backwards, I feel, maybe. But usually it'll be like, oh, 2 cost 1/1 rush, or like 2 cost 2/1 rush, summon a 1/1 or something like that. But it's like the other way around, which is a bit weird. I guess it means that your opponent doesn't answer it, like you can clear their board. Or you can, and if your opponent tries to answer it and don't do it properly, they just hit face. Did you Death Slash? Yeah, let's just reprint Death Slash. Unironically, let's just reprint Death Slash. Why have we not done this? Also, like... if you have Istandet's Crest... If you have Istandet's Crest, like... You summon this and then it dies, it dies and then you summon the rush at the end of your turn. Why are we doing this? What are we doing here? I don't know, it just seems a bit weird to me. Ruthless Blitzer, Fanfare, do 2 damage to both leaders. Now that's a face card I can get behind. I mean, the aggro stuff honestly seems like legitimately like solid. Unironically, I think the aggro stuff can be good. The last words Abyss, like the shadow part of the set, I'm not really sold on that, but the aggro stuff looks pretty solid. Especially with Guild Unleashed gone, mostly because Guild Unleashed is gone actually. Alright, let's see what we are doing with a Haven over here. Heralde Signet Convict. Select enemy on the field and destroy it. That's. And if you tell me there's an allied card on the field with a base card of 6 or more, do you want them to the enemy leader and restore 1 to your leader? Cool. I guess you're supposed to put this on the board so that he'll trigger the effect. If only Cresthaven... Well, Cresthaven would have liked this card a lot. I mean, the removal is good. The fact that it's not even super evolved, it's regular evolve is pretty solid as well. But it doesn't do that much either. Rodeo support. Yeah, sure, I guess. That's what beast lacking cards, yeah. I'll crest support for unlimited. Yep, basically. The one healing can add up over time. It's like a permanent crest. It's not that bad. I don't know what deck Haven is even playing in this format. The crest is good thanks to the cup, yeah. Why is Haven even playing this format? Are you playing Evil Haven without Gilnalise? This cost that crystallizes sounds good with this. This cost that crystallizes. Is it the Crusader, I think it's called? This makes Sandy 11 damage, fantastic. Really, you get healing payoff next time. It's for sure not Ra. I agree with that. Give us Alana. The problem with Alana is that they have to ban the 2-cost card, that 2-cost Knight from Unlimited if they print Alana. You know, the one that when it's buffed it heals you? They have to get rid of that card if they want to print Alana. Otherwise it just goes infinite, so yeah. Or they can make the Alana once per turn, I guess. That's also an option. I don't know, seems meh. Not too bad. Not amazing. Wow, what is this? What did they do to my boy Unariel? What have they done? What have they done to Unariel? Are we for real right now? This is what we've done to Unariel? Whenever ally amulet is destroyed, activate the ability in sequence from the following. Do 3 damage to 2 and followers resulted to be a leader, summon Holy Falcon. You can use it to pair with... I mean, it heals you. That's pretty good, right? Wilbur at home. The only thing Wilbur about him is that he wears glasses. And he evolves to destroy. Okay, this is a pretty sweet evolve effect. This is... Does he need to be on the field? Who? Heralde? Or oh, you mean this? Yeah, he needs to be on the field. He's a Genshin character now. Kind of. A little bit. I mean, the effects aren't bad. You can there's a lot of free act amulets. Golfing, but incredibly bad. I wouldn't say incredibly bad. It's like these effects aren't like too bad. It's like not amazing either. But it's not that bad. If you line up 3 amulets to evolve this is quite actually, if you... Going second turn 5, you line up a bunch of amulets to evolve this, summon like a bunch of like prostrating cowards and shit. That's kind of disgusting actually. This can be disgusting, but it's a bit high rolly. Requires setup, yeah. You can pop Azvaldt with this. You can pop Azvaldt with like Lionthal for like Candima. I think you'd rather do that than this. Duratio, Temple, Amulet, Haven. I mean, that's what set 1 was. The fair line top decks don't usually use their Evo much. Yeah, you used to save the Evo for their OTK, remember? Fanfare, destroy all follow. Okay, the fact that this is on Fanfare and not engage is great for us all. Destroy this card, draw a card, restore on the ability. I mean, it's just a good amulet because of the Fanfare. It's the miss. Fanfare, heal 2. War. During a turn when your leader's defense is restored, destroy a random enemy follower. You know, they could just have easily have just written restore 2 defense to your leader here. And it would have probably been shorter. Right? It's shorter, isn't it? Isn't it shorter just write restore 2 defense to your leader? I guess this is just the how they do it. I mean, this is a good card, like it's part clear. Works well around this crest as well. Heal synergy, yeah, if only there was like payoff for all the synergy. Cesar Killer. True. Objectively worse than Initiate. Well, it doesn't need amulets on board. So that's a not insignificant difference, I would say. Rodeo's amulet cost 8. I think so. I don't know. I never seen Rodeo being played, so anti-Cave Dragon also true. Vow of Devotion, select a mode to activate. If there's an allied card on the field with base cost 6 or more, activate all of them instead. 3 to and follow heal to the leader. What's the win con? Like, that's cool and all, but what's the win con? Wait, actually, this is Doom Hiawi card. This is actually like not bad in the OTK. The Azvaldt OTK that can play this. Miraculous Al Mirage. Oh, it's all great. It's a Storm Amulet. It's Azvaldt OTK support! We've done it. We've gotten Azvaldt OTK support. Heraldic Crest 9 times at the 11 damage Sandy. True. That's strong for 1 cost. Wait, oh, the spell, yeah. This is OTK support. Just wait for Bellerophon or Alana. Bellerophon will go hard. Valo's good in general. Ironic Amulet. It's probably playing like... Basically play in every deck. Maybe not every deck, but yeah, Amulet will definitely play this. Agent of the Testament. Oh, this card. I remember this card. Remember when people would just play... Remember when this was the best card in the entire set for Haven? Anyone remember that one? Remember when the best card in Azvaldt for Haven was a 2-cost silver that you would just buff and then punch your opponent in the face because it had ambush? Those were the days. Give this follow ambush until the end of the turn. End of opponent's turn. At the end of the turn. I mean, the effects are all still there. All they have to do is print Alana again. It's right there. They could just do it again. Do some more unlimited set in rotation. They just haven't, like, it's just because the more the cards printed aren't like, oh, this one's a bit of a win con. So I probably got a win con. Heal for extra removal for the gold guy, that's also true. Doesn't look that good though. like you could like fill a deck with all these like control cards that heal you here and there, but they don't do anything but heal you. How do you win the game, right? This looks like Alana support for a game that hasn't printed Alana yet. That's what all of this looks like. It makes 4 storm cards for Haven to use on neutral amulet. You don't even need 4, you need like... If you use the Regal Falcon, you only need like 3, I think. Roaring Basilica, countdown 3, last word, summon a Holy Flame Tiger, deal 4 damage to enemy follower, engage 3, and count number 3. This looks not great. Actually, you play on turn 2 and engage on turn 3. You could play this on 2 and engage 3. You can clear opponent's board while summoning a 4/4. Like, that can ruin some people's lives occasionally. I don't really think this amulet is that good though, but like, I mean, it's there. This looks bad. Okay, Periton. Yep, bad. Is Evil Haven officially there without Gungalis? It remains to be seen, but right now I'm feeling like it probably is. There's no replacement drains. Yeah, running. Yeah, probably relying on a Trudeau for True. The 3 cost 1/2, 3 cost 2/1 storm when you engage gain drain. Yeah, probably relying on that for healing, I think. Follower on the same. This is not... I don't think this is good for a Haven. I mean for Amulet, because you don't want to put this like... these kind of crappy like 2 cost last words amulets in your deck. Because that pollutes your Kandima pool. Amulet only got Lion Tough and Rodeo. Lion Tough is already a win con. Like, Lion Tough can win games on its own. Especially now that there's less healing in the format. During your turn when your leader's defense is restored, evolve this follower. Cute but useless. Fantastic. So Haven got a bunch of cards for a deck that I'm pretty sure doesn't exist yet. And then this is kind of insanely strong. This, maybe. You could probably play this in Amulet. You're playing pure Amulet and not going for the OTK, you probably want to run like 1 or 2 copies of this. Like, worst case, you clear your board but it helps you advance your Rodeo when... I mean, not Rodeo. No, of course not Rodeo. If you desperately need ways to pop your amulets, you can use this. And it can help you advance your Lion Tough count faster. While chipping damage with Holy Falcon as well. You could probably run this in Amulet. Yeah, definitely running this in Amulet. This you can probably play in Amulet. That's it. I mean, who knows? Maybe Azvaldt OTK is a tier 1 deck. You never know. I think it's meant to hybridize with Evil. Maybe? Alana next year for sure. Maybe. Alright, I know Cutthroat. I know we have Cutthroat and his Highlander. They nerfed Cutthroat to the ground. Now he's... What do you do with this? Like, okay. Ignore the whole like, haha, it's Sandalphon again, like Sandalphon slop, haha, yes. Ignore that for a moment. Like, even aside from that, okay, you run 1 Sandalphon and 1 Chaos Legion as your payoff. And that's it. Like that's your evolve. Like I guess you can use it to evolve Storm followers, right? That's pretty strong, maybe. But like with all this EOPF, you're only allowed to one copy of Xenophon and one copy of Chaos Legion. Maybe one Xenophon is enough, you know. Maybe one Xenophon is just enough. Going twice per turn means plus per turn from system mechanics. That's true. It's just stats, that's the deck. But like, is that worth the Highlander though? Like, is that worth the Highlander? You're playing too sandy, you're losing anyway. Maybe that's true. Aizaden, kill shot Revenant. Look at him. Summon a Warden of the Trigger. Oh, he's a legendary now. That's crazy. Cool. When an ally fought... Also another thing about Cutthroat. Are there cards that explicitly synergize with this besides Haha Storm Go Face? Right now, the cards, I guess you can play it with Dryzen, you can play it with Dryzen. Obviously, that's like more damage, right? That's strong. Imari. Like you have Imari, I guess. But you don't have enough spells to make Imari like worth it. Probably. Maybe you do, I don't know. UD wants you to manually evolve her for value. Mew wants you to manually evolve her for value. Amicilla wants you to manually evolve her. Slouse, but you lose Slouse ambush effect if you use this effect to evolve it. Non-enhanced Asher works, but then you're losing Storm, right? Oh, I guess you can play with the... we shall see, we shall see. I will clarify, I'm very bad at evaluating these value things. Like, just for perspective, I didn't think Imari would be good. So like, that's how you know I don't know what I'm talking about. Just to clarify, like, Cutthroat could be like the greatest card in the game for all I know. Like, I could just be wrong. When an ally artifact follower enters the field, all artifacts support. Cute. Destroy a random enemy follower. Okay, that's cool. Is this an artifact? It's not. Oh, it is an artifact. This is Scarlet support, I guess. This card has a 2 in 3 chance of clearing Caesar. I guess it's higher if you like pair it with one more artifact. Is this what you want to spend Super Evolve on? Not really, right? This looks... I feel like in most cases you'd rather just spend your Super Evolve on Imari or Mew than this. No more Storm, yeah, no more Storm. Artifact now has a card that doesn't Storm, that's crazy. Ban it. Artifact name +1 can start to stat Camicilla. Wait, take a Super Evolve, which I don't like too much. I guess at worst you can clear Willness and stuff with this, just with the Fanfare, which is not that bad. Super Evolve for this seems gross though. This is like an Evo effect. I guess it lets you heal as well. Like the healing is not insignificant. Maybe. Go forward. Select an enemy follower on the field and destroy it. If there are no duplicates in your deck, destroy all enemy. Oh my god. Is there a way to tutor Is there a way to tutor Cutthroat? No? Destroy all followers is funny though. Or cost destroy all followers is crazy rate. Wait. Let any follow on the field and destroy it. If there are no duplicates in your deck, give this star. Okay, we have a star. Okay, you can use this with Cutthroat. Farm for 5. Solid. So we have all those Cutthroat's followers. They want you to have no duplicates in your deck. But in order for you to have no duplicates in your deck, you have to draw Cutthroat and evolve him, or you only run one copy of Cutthroat. At what point do we just say screw it and just run one copy of Cutthroat? Like... At what point do we just like run one copy of Cutthroat? Like, these are all inactive if you... They killed the Crystal Tutor, so we won't be seeing any Tutor for a while. Okay, to be fair, the Crystal Tutor kind of deserved it, so... This card here... This is the worst offender by a wide mile. This card offends me on a personal level. Are you serious? The only reason I would see you play this card, like the main value of this card is to draw into your deck to find Cutthroat, but only draws 3 if you've already drawn your Cutthroat. Why? What are we doing here? Hello? Is that... I'm not the only person that thinks that's crazy, right? Like, I can't be the only person that thinks this is crazy, right? It's a card draw card that only works after you draw the card you're trying to draw. Imagine him on Unlimited. What, Cutthroat? Unlimited? Maybe. Blade Puppeteer, 6 cost for 4. Oh, also I guess after you activate Cutthroat, this card is crazy strong. It draws 3. That's insane, but traits are overrated. Yeah, I don't know why they remove I don't even know. Okay, they removed Condemned. They removed Condemned. They printed Levin and I think they made Luminous as well, right? Didn't they make Luminous as well? They printed Luminous and they printed Levin, did nothing with it. And then now they print Azvaldt, but they didn't give them Condemned. For some reason. That's crazy. Decent card, not... Decent take 2 card. Is Adventure Guild gone? I think so. Oops. That was not what I was supposed to do. It's in here. Does it not say when this was released? It doesn't say when it's released. They hate traits. They don't even hate traits. They just like decide not to print it there for some reason. Adventurers Guild is basic, so it's still in the game. I have a thematic trait. We can. We've had Encroacher. Like, that was the entire... It doesn't mention that it's basic. Oh, I see. Okay. Take 2 card. This card is... It's not bad, but it also does nothing unless you already drew Cutthroat. Again, same problem. After you draw Cutthroat, like 4 cost, deal 4 damage, restore 4, that's huge value, right? But if you haven't Cutthroat, this is a 4/4 ward. That's it. It's just a big... It's a big boy. Wow. Dimensional selection. Select a multi effect. Deal 5 damage to all enemy followers. Summon 2 copies of Mystic Artifact. Not awful, but I don't see a world where it's worth playing this in any constructed deck. This one cares that plays with Encroacher trade. That's true. Sometimes it was funny sometimes when people forget Shamnatra is an Encroacher because no one played mode. So like the crystal room player would just play the Dark Dimension and then my Shamnatra would live. That was pretty funny. Summon Analyzing Artifact. Evolve, do it again. 4 cost 3/3 do nothing. Like, seems quite weak. Luras Underling. Again, good effect. Good effect, but you can only play one of these, and it only works if you draw Cutthroat. I guess Portal already has a good deck, so maybe it's not that big of a deal, but like... What are we doing? I don't think day 1 Cutthroat to be good. At this point... Oh, PP7, draw 2, still not worth, yeah. At this point, I have to choose to believe that Side Games play tested and this Cutthroat Crest is so broken that they had to make this deck like this for it to be balanced. Well, I guess so far she's crazy strong with Xenophon, that's cute, right? So far Xenophon goes pretty hard. I have to believe that Side Games play tested this and just felt that Cutthroat was so crazy strong that they had to build the deck like this. I don't know, I'm very not convinced right now. But hey, Portal has a good deck already, so you can just play that worst case. Alright, now for the main event, I guess. It's time. It's time for Sword. As you may or may not have realized, I like Barbaros a normal amount. So I was a bit excited, as you can imagine, for this, but you know, we'll just look. The Dress Pirate Flag is now a Countdown 7 amulet. You love Large Door, yeah, Large Door looks... We'll look at Large Door later, but for now we'll... now it's Countdown 7 instead of 7 loots, which honestly... Honestly, I'm pretty happy with this, like, this rework. I think it's fine, I think it's fair. New card set is out, not yet, tomorrow. In, like... 20 hours, I think it will be out. About 20 hours. When you play a spell, advances amulet count on 1/1. I like this. Okay, I like this because it retains the loot or original loot synergies while making gold coins useful for something. Cause honestly, I really like Unkei. Like I like Unkei, but she's just like unplayable. Like what are you doing with Unkei, right? This gives you a reason to play Unkei, which I like. So, personally, as one Barbaros fan, I would say this is a win. This is a flavor win. Now, is the deck good? Let's look at the cards first and we'll figure it out. Alright, summons a flag. Advance the count all Dread Pirates in the field by 5, and then Storm. And tells you I like Barbaros. I don't know what would give you that impression. This art is so nice. I'm probably never getting this art, but it's so nice. Here's the flag hit board too. Like, it's a compromise I'm okay with. Like, they're definitely toning down the power a lot. OG Barbaros is kind of busted. I think the idea with making the flag not hit board is that you are meant to pair with the coins, and the coins hit board. You'd like it more if it worked with Fuse too. Maybe. I'm not that partial to the Fuse, but maybe. And then she just storms. So she, at most, with setup, I guess you can make it so that she deals 15 damage in one turn. 4 flags plus Pyro Super Evo is 15 damage. Which is obviously a lot, but I don't know how realistic that is. We'll have to see. And if you try really, really hard, you can set up like another extra 2 or 3 damage. I mean, like an extra 4 damage if you try really hard. But it's a lot of damage if you set it up right, is the point. And then here's Balthazar or Radiel. Stormbane Ward Aura can attack 3 times. 16 Gilded Boots or Blade, true. They removed the Banish Fanfare, which obviously makes sense. You guess you'll just die if you know what? If Sword manages to, if you manage to let Sword live until turn 10 with their Super Evil point intact, and without playing a single ward, maybe you deserve to take the 15 damage phase. Maybe you deserve it. I will just say, just be glad that he doesn't also banish your entire board and fanfare as well. He used to do that, you know. This guy used to do that. He used to banish your entire board and fanfare as well. He doesn't do that anymore. He used to do that. For PP buff amulet, you can play like multiple of them too. It's great. You can play 4 of those amulets. Control Sword happens a lot to you, really? I feel like I run out of Super Evil points like Super Evolving shit like Cesar all the time. I mean, it's a finisher. Better Armis, it's much easier to clear than Armis. I don't know if I would agree with that. The Crown Amulet, yes, the Crown Amulet. Used to be a full banish and triple attack start, and he was still worth them. To be fair, if they printed that version of Radiel in modern format, he would be like completely broken. Like actually completely broken. Posted death Olivia. Ah, I see with Balthazar. Understandable. Caesar. Oh, yeah, I didn't play Cesara, so I guess that makes sense. You can just add Olivia. Yeah, but it's a 9 cost do nothing. Like it's 9 cost that clears 1 body. I don't know if that's good. This card is good though. It's like you only run 1 or 2 copies, but like it's a good 1 or 2 copies that you're happy to draw, like run, I think. both Rally 20 and 7 Evos was way harder. That's why if they printed Radial as it used to be right now, it would completely break the format, like completely busted card. Yeah, I think this card's pretty good. It also works as a finisher for Barbaros deck as well. Because Barbaros deck don't really want to... You can't play Mars in Barbaros deck because you need the board space for the amulets. Or rather the amulets take up board space so your Mars does nothing. So if you want an evoke, if you want like a finisher that doesn't need board space, you either run Balthazar or you run the Centaur. Either works. Honestly, Centaur is probably like slightly better, but don't worry about that. But yeah, definitely if you're playing Control Sword, which loses nothing by the way, I will remind you, Control Sword loses nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're probably playing this. Alright, large door. Summon a Pirate Flag, deal damage to all enemy followers, and Hunt 6, summon 2, deal 4 damage instead. The numbers on this is a bit small for doing nothing. Well, I guess it doesn't do anything, it sends up damage on board. Like the AoE numbers is a bit small. I think this is balanced around using coins as well. Is the vibe I get from these numbers. You really want if you're playing Control Sword, yeah, you kind of drag the game on, right? Control Sword is a control deck. That's why we call it Control Sword. It clears Imari's board. That is like one thing you can say about this. It doesn't... You think it's bad on 6? It's banned to Cesar. The numbers are a bit small, I guess. Otherwise, it's like a decent spell. It gives you more flags as well, so you're definitely running it like just for the flags. Like the flags are so important. 4 is a bit expensive for this number of damage. I don't know, it feels like it could be a little bit better. Rough Water First Mate. What have they done to this guy? Lightning from on field, do 3 damage, okay. Summon Dread Pirate Flag, okay. 1 turn late for Imari going first. True. Well, you have this to answer Imari. I guess that solves it. This answers Imari. Evolve him to summon another flag. Super Evolve gives you a blade and necklace. And they cost 0. For a Super Evolve? Like, it's a strong effect, but for a Super Evolve, like, you're only really using this if you win off activating your flags. Like, if you make a bunch of flags and you just win off activating them, then maybe you would Super Evolve this, I guess. I think you just use the regular Evolve for this most of the time. I don't really think a Super Evolve is worth it. But the Evolve is strong. It deals 3 damage to 2 things and it summons 2 flags. If only it was boots, that would be very strong indeed. Severed Ties. So let enemy fall on the field and do 5 damage. Okay. This card costs 3. And Severed Ties that costs 1. This art is fire, by the way, and I'm not just talking about the background. This art is actually fire. It's so hard to evaluate these cards. Like, I'm so not used to having a spell-based sword deck that I don't know how to evaluate these things. It's really good to you. Like, if you really, I guess if you need this, like, if aggro base is strong, you really need white clear. Oh, this clears intimidate though. That's like one thing. That's one point, is this clears intimidate. But if you're playing against a white deck, I don't think this is that good. But I guess you have your white clear with large door, right? For the time seeing, I go not smiling. True. Smiling in this one. I guess she is. Not bad. I don't know if this like ends up being played at 3, maybe like 1 or 2 possible. One card wellness answer, that's true. But like shared existence also exists. Ferocious Commander, summon 2 copies of Steelclad Knight. Enhance 7, give them and this follower. Plus trees. This is answer Cesar. Just clear Cesar. That's the only thing it does. It clears Cesar, I guess. With a super evo, it clears Cesar. No rush on 5. I mean, the main problem is that we already have like more than enough 5 cost cards. There's no way I'm running this card over anything else. We have Lieutenant, we have Medic, and we have Bunny and Baron are all 5 cost cards. You're not running this over any of those. It clears Cesar though, which is quite funny. It's like anti-Cesar. Summon a Dread Pirate Flag, I give a go with your hand rush. This is just good. Cut Medic Wildcat for Barb in Rally. I don't think you're playing Barb in Rally. The Wildcat. Wildcat? This is just good. I'm still gonna give it ward. Enhance 5, 6, sound 5 instead. What the hell? Oh, a new deck. I mean, yeah, you're not playing this you're not I don't think, at least, yeah, I don't think you're playing this in loot or whatever. What do we call the Barbaros deck? Right? We can't call it loot because it's not loot anymore. We can't call it condemned because they're not condemned anymore. So it's what? Flag? Pirate sword, maybe? Pirate sword? Art will get played only if it gets a Flag Sword. Flag Sword also works. You get Gunslinger. Gunslinger wouldn't even make the flags good because they have 7 countdown. I already saw R Sword. I guess we'll see what people call it. This is a lot of rally. This is like the most rally. Daddy problem sword, mutiny sword. Mutiny sword. You can call it patricide sword. Just call it patricide sword. Totally normal name for a deck. Barbaro Sword also works. Okay, back to this card. I don't think it gets played. Hindred Cavalry Woman. Why? Why? Play this in loot sort because it only takes 1 board space, Keck W. Ooh, Scout's back. I love Scout. Scout's design is like top tier. Like she's a bronze card, but her design is like top tier, like actually top tier. Can try summon a flag, evolve, add boots to your hand. You don't draw anymore, which is kind of lame. This deck is very stable, unlike Barbel's relationship with her dad. There's not that much healing, which makes the amulet stronger, but like this is such a strange archetype. It's so hard to tell if this will be good or not. Right now, I can't imagine it better than just playing Rally Sword, like what we've been playing for the past 2 months. As much as I like Barbels, I can't imagine like no 3 damage on Evo. I mean, it would make it better. This has it's right here. 3 damage on Evo. That's what you wanted. I struggle to imagine this deck being better than just playing Rally. Playing the draw that set. There's a lot of draw spells. Like, Sword has a lot of draw spells. You just don't notice it because no one plays them because we're trying to get Rally. But Sword has card draw spells. You can even play a bunch of enhanced spells and play with Yinmetra. It actually kind of works. Also, we finally figured out why this card was printed. Remember when this card existed? You don't think Flag Sword goes for 20? Absolutely not. There is not enough board space. This was Flag support the whole time. Okay, anyway, that's all the cards that we've looked at. Zerael is a meme. This can potentially OTK. That's about it. Portal, I don't know what they're trying to do here. It seems weird. Haven got like 1 good amulet. This is maybe playable. The rest, I'm not too sure what they're meant to do besides stall the game. That doesn't even get Rally 10 for the Gildara spells. Rally 10 is not impossible, but you know, who knows. Abyss looks like it might be going aggro. The last word stuff is cute, but doesn't seem that good. Dragon's going face as usual. The Sephi style is interesting, but I suspect Spellboost might still be the better deck in the end. The loot stuff is the flag stuff is interesting, but I suspect that Rally is gonna be the better deck in the end. And Testia support. I think that about sums up what we're dealing with here. I will give them points for flavor that they did manage to keep somewhat to like the original Convict's flavors in terms of the effects. This one ended up being hitting face instead of just playing a condemned card. This one's a complete fail. As usual with Abyss. When is Abyss not a flavor fail? Am I right? I'm gonna play. I'll be playing this. Unless it's like really unplayable garbage, I'll be playing this over Rally Sword. I don't know what Haven's gonna do. Amulet might be the way to go now. Amulet's worst matchup was Crystal Haven as far as I could tell anyway, and Crystal Haven's gone now, so maybe Amulet can actually pop off. I mean Crystal Rune, sorry, not Haven. Oh, the Highlander is flavor. At least they try to self damage every enemy. That's also true. It's a lot better than last set. I'll give you that. Anyway, I think that's it for today. I'm quite busy tomorrow, so I don't think I will be streaming new set, but I will see how things go on Friday. I might be able to if I feel like it. Yeah, that's it for today. Honestly, I'm not disappointed. Like, it's not that bad. There are some interesting cards and like stuff that looks worth trying out and playing with in this set. So altogether, I'm not too disappointed. However, I will point out this is like more or less their last attempt at nostalgia bait from this point. I don't really think there's any more. I don't think there's any more nostalgia bait they have. So from this point, they have to actually make like good cards and not just rely on nostalgia bait. So this is their last set of being able to rely on nostalgia bait. So yeah, we'll see how they do from now on. And that's it for today. Yeah, see you next time whenever it is, I guess. Bye bye.